My son Amos used to love getting the bus with his granddad, my dad, through the high street. He didn't really care where they were going, but he loved sitting on the bus. On the top deck, sat right at the front, almost like you're driving the bus yourself. It's fun, isn't it, when you learn to get on and you give the bus man or woman their money, and then you go up those stairs that are impossibly small and you sit down in your seat, and then you know where your bus stop to get off is after a few times, and so you get off. You don't even need granddad to lead you the way. And then you go to senior school, don't you? And a lot of us living in this area in Kent get the bus to school. I used to get the 463, 464, one of those two, and you'd get on the bus and you'd clamber on, and you used to graduate through the bus in the school years, didn't you? So you were at the back on the top deck while you're in the sixth form, not the front with your granddad, but at the back with all the lads and a few of the lasses from St Greg's. But it was scary, wasn't it, learning that bus? Most parents in that summer before their kids go to senior school, well, they do a test run, don't they, in the summer, and you get on the bus and you go through and you get off, because you have to learn it. By sixth form, you know it like the back of your hand. Everything in life we have to learn. And you know, sometimes I'm concerned that we think Jesus didn't have to learn. But it says in Luke 2 verse 52 that Jesus grew in stature and wisdom. Jesus couldn't have gone into an A-level exam at the age of 2 and got 100%. Because as it says in Philippians 2, that ancient hymn, Jesus emptied himself of all of his godlike powers. So he relied on the Holy Spirit to help him do these things, but also on people to learn, because Jesus, as well as being God, was 100% human. And so he had to learn things. In our series, Jesus and Women, this week, we've been looking at Matthew chapter 15. It's also in Mark chapter 7, where Jesus meets the Syrophoenician woman. And one interpretation of that story, where they have a robust conversation in front of the disciples who are telling Jesus to get rid of her, one interpretation is that the woman could have helped Jesus to learn a bit more about his culture and about himself. Is that too challenging for us? Or when the rubber hits the road, when the conversation meets the Syrophoenician woman, do we really believe that Jesus was still learning things? I'll leave that with you to ponder, and maybe you'll learn a bit more as you think about it. Matthew chapter 15, why not check it out? I might get a bus in a minute.